welcome back, family.
Another episode of Sibling Rivalry.
I hope you enjoying the content. And if you're not, hey, haters are welcome too.
Yes, drop those
Keeps
comments.
me motivated. Yeah, and let me tell you real quick. This episode has been brought to you by
Corona time.
Hey, you hear it?
Hey, it's Corona time right now. It's Corona time.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I was having a conversation with my little ones because, on TikTok and everything, there's all kinds of songs and videos coming out about coronavirus.
It is what it is. You can't call it that no more. You got to call it the beer bug.
Wait, what?
The beer bug.
What the hell's the beer bug?
Get it? Because it's a virus. It's a bug. You call it the bug. And the name of it, it's beer. The beer bug.
I'm glad you just explained. Yes, you really did. I was like, the beer bug.
I was like way over your head on that one. Like, ¿qué? ¿Pero qué?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to edit that out.
No, leave it in. You gotta take it out and post. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beer bug, because YouTube's censoring everybody out here.
I know. I've been watching some videos where there was one video and like this lady had so much good information and like the
Flagged.
she started the video and she had a whiteboard and she was like, I hate that I have to do this, but I'm going to do this because there's information that I think needs to be put out there and I don't want to be censored. So she showed like the two letters that she would be using, the, abbreviations for each of the words. And like, it was like China, coronavirus, like all those big words are like trending right now that people are, getting censored about. So She went on and she was able to do this full like 15-minute, in-depth conversation. And it was very informational. I'm glad she did it that way.
Yes. No, it's crazy. It's crazy out here because all the social media platforms are they're bowing down to a certain country that a certain country of Asian persuasion that released this thing, and it's crazy because that's where it came from. Yeah, that's why I'm so glad that a certain somebody who's leading us is doubling down and saying where it's coming from. Yeah, like I'm trying not to get us flagged. I'm really am. I'm like, and let me dance around it.
And we've spoken about this leader before. Now that I'm like seeing him out there and like the way he's like attacking like the media and everything, I'm like, oh, you know what? He's not that bad.
You finally getting you're awakening to the programming, and I love it because you're
he's like an asshole, but like he's an asshole for the people.
Yes, he has to be. He's our asshole. He's yo, you gotta embrace him. Like, he's fighting for us because like we've been under this thumb of the mainstream media, and whatever they tell us, that's what we gotta believe. Yeah. And they favor one side and one side only.
The one interview, as soon as they started asking him questions, he was just like, well, let me ask you this question. He's like, when is this like fear mongering gonna end?
Yes.
I was like, oh shit. Yes. And then they asked another question and he was like, well, let me ask you this. He's like, well, there's a lot of empty seats right here. He's like, usually it's very full. He's like, so when are all the seats gonna be full again? I was like, what? Yeah. What is he talking about?
A lot of people attacked him because they were like, why didn't he make it a big deal from the get-go? And he was like, what do you want him to go? Okay, he's a leader. He's a leader of, the number one free nation in the world, right? And you want him to go on stage and be like, yo, this is it, people. Start panicking. Yo, hit the stores, people. This is it. Yo, hit the fan. This is the scenario. I don't know what to do. Yo, it's going crazy. That's what you want him to do? No, he's out there being stoic and be like, yo, we're going to get through this. This is not a big deal. Whatever you're hearing, this is not a big deal. We'll get through this. We've had worse times, and we're going to get through this. Like, he's being a leader. He's making sure that people don't start panicking. Yeah. And all you want the news, all they want to do is they want you to panic.
They absolutely do. Yes. I was talking to my friend. He works at a hospital up in Albany. And he had, an an issue with like security the other day. Not him personally, but like he witnessed it. He's at the hospital
Right.
where there was, you know, a mom and daughter who was bringing like the grandfather for an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And all the nurses, when you approach the hospital, they're taking your temperature.
Yes.
Everybody, regardless.
No, they're gonna start doing that at Walmart.
So, that's actually pretty smart. These places where people are still gathering, like, do something. Yes, I like that. So, you know, he was like, yeah, that like the mom, she became irate. And she was like, I don't have that coronavirus. Don't take my temperature. You don't have to take my temperature. Like, rather than just going with it, allow them to take your temperature and then you can continue on your way.
Right.
You know, and so I started talking to him. I was like, because, you know, the fear that's being created around this, you know, fear is a strong motivator.
It is. It really is. Fear and negativity, because fear is one of the emotions in that whole negative vibration. It's easier to attract that. Anger, fear. I mean, like, you could see the weak people on Facebook right now. This whole crisis lets you see the weak people. They're the ones who are angry with Trump. And every single one of their posts is just anger. It's like they're weak because they're living in that negative emotion. It's like, look, stop blaming him for all of your problems. Like, if you have problems in your life, reflect, look at yourself in the mirror and see how you're going to pick yourself out of this.
Yes.
What are you going to do to change your life around, homie? Like, okay, now, you know, now that we're locked down, there's more time for you to look in the mirror. What are you going to do? Like, how are you going to change your life? Nobody, you're not.
And that's all it takes. This alone time that we're being given right now, this is such a unique opportunity. This is all it takes for you to change your life.
Yes.
It's you're opening your mind to the possibilities. You're opening your mind to what your current situation is, what you want to change about it, and what you want going forward.
Yes, and I'm gonna speak some truth right now, and I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings. I'm gonna hurt them. Lynn, I'm gonna hurt them.
Oh my gosh, I can see the comments now.
Look. Let me tell you right now. Look. I'm spitting truth right now.
All right.
You're not entitled to life. You're not entitled to anything.
You're not.
You gotta fight to live. Stop thinking that you're owed anything. You're not. You gotta fight from the day that you're born to the day you die. You need to fight.
It's survival of the fittest.
Exactly.
And everyone has to carry their own weight. If you choose to live in society, then you have to obey the laws that society has chosen.
Yes.
And you have to contribute. Whatever kind of contribution that you can make is what you should be doing. People are out here and, they have their hand out and they're begging for jobs. Let's talk about jobs real quick.
Okay.
People were taught, you go to school, you get a job, you work the rest of your life. When this is the land of opportunity.
Yes.
Our ancestors came here looking for that opportunity. You could be anything you want to be.
Yes.
And when you talk about, the top 5 countries, the top 3 countries, the top 2 countries, some people say we're the number 1 country. We're not in a third world country. There are countries where people are barefoot. People are barefoot every single day.
First world problems. That's what we have. That's what people are crying about.
Yes.
That's what people are crying about because the guy at Starbucks gave him a little attitude.
Oh my God.
And now his feelings are hurt. Like, yo, who are you? You are nothing. You're a monkey on a rock spinning in space.
What we need to do is we need to look at reality. Like, we are here. We have nothing but opportunity in front of us. We don't need to ask for a job. We don't need to beg for somebody to give you the opportunity to prove yourself. You need to go out there. You need to think about our bartering system. You have to figure out what you can purchase and flip. Where is your hustle mentality?
I love how you said the barter system because I've been touting the whole belief that I have deep inside of me, which is supply and demand.
Yes.
And I've been doing that when it comes to IT. So in my men's forums, right, I'm like, get into IT, but understand where, the demand is and the limited supply, because that's where you're going to make so much money. And right now, when it comes to IT, it's insecurity, right? If you're a programmer, program securely, right? If you're a network security, right? If you're in whatever it may be, focus on security because a lot of people are not going down that avenue.
Right.
And I was attacked. Oh my God, I was attacked because people were like, "Oh, why are you touting this? Why are you telling people this? Blah 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 blah." And I'm like, "Yo, because I have a hustle mentality.
You have
because
to be
you
forward
have
thinking.
Yes, and because you are defeated in your life doesn't mean that there's not other people who are hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not other people who can apply the law of supply and demand in their lives to be able to barter their way to six-figure incomes."
Yes.
Like, yo, this is applicable to anything. Like we talked about in the last episode, we said, be a plumber.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, do you know the demand? Everybody
Learn a
has to
trade.
take. Hell, everybody has to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but
Your
the
toilet
supply,
paper or not, you got to use the toilet.
Yes, and supply is limited. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Nope.
So do you understand that if you have the fortitude to deal with that, how much money you could be making?
Mm-hmm.
Every time my plumber comes, he's charging me between $400 to $600 for like a 30-minute job. Yo, I don't know anybody who makes, $400 to $600 within an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know who does it? All the people who are working in the trades, construction workers,
Mm-hmm.
Electricians,
Garbage man,
the garbage disposal team, everybody.
I
man,
like how you flipped it. No. Let's go back on that one. I'm not gonna let you go with that one. It is the garbage man, because I guarantee you could have all your feminists out there arguing, "Oh, we're equal. We want equal pay, equal rights." But I guarantee they don't want to be garbage men.
Hell no.
That is a dude picking up your crap at the end of the week. I'm sorry to tell you this, but ladies, you are not stepping up to be a garbage man.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to take my trash out to the end of my driveway, let alone be the one to come around and pick it up for the neighborhood. Like, ew.
So equality is trash. That's a hashtag.
Oh my God. We're going to get so many comments for that one.
Oh my God, we're going to get so many hates. Yo, YouTube's
right.
going to flag us.
We can push the boundaries of what society, is currently painting as an expectation. I think there's a lot of old time, tools that people are like kind of forgetting about that we need to go back to.
Oh, you want to bring it back to the 50s?
Oh my gosh. Like,
what are you talking about? Elaborate.
Oh my gosh. Let's just look at the home, for example. You were talking about the trash. Like, I want a man here to take out the trash. I don't want to take out the trash.
Oh, yes. Preach, girl, preach.
Like if my bathtub gets clogged a bit, like the water's starting to, go down slowly, I don't want to snake the tub.
Okay.
That's a man's job.
So you want a man in your life?
Yes, I do. But you know what? I don't want just any man in my life. I want like a man's man in my life. I want a man who's going to step up. He's going to provide. He's going to be, the rock. He's going to be reliable.
Okay.
Once
again, I always ask you this. What are you going to bring to the table?
I'm going to bring love to the table.
Oh.
I'm going to bring that kind, that nurturing, that...
Here we go. A fabricated word.
What do you mean?
That word is so generic. It means so much. Yo, can you give me specifics? You just said you want this dude to snake out your toilet. Yes. You said after you take a mean shit, after you take a mean shit, you want him to deal with it.
I told you, I'm going to bring the kind gentleness, just like that feminine.
No. Deets. I want deets.
Oh my God.
If he is clearing out your toilet, you better be making some bacon and
I don't mind having
some mashed potatoes,
a hot meal on the table every night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind.
You said, off the air, you did say you were working on your cooking skills.
I am. I'm becoming domesticated.
Ooh, I love it. Yes, she's becoming a domestic engineer.
Yes, and you know what? It's something that I've always desired, but I've never had the opportunity to be because I've always had to, play both roles in my household. Like I've never had a man pay all my bills. I've always had to be the responsible one. I've always had to, make the right decision to make ends meet. Like, I haven't had a chance to kind of, like, sit back and take care of my home.
But you have it now.
I have it now, thanks to me.
No, but why?
I have it because I realized at my job, I was
Keyword job.
tired. I was tired of
Bullshit.
struggling day in, day out to prove myself. And like I see the skills that I have. I see the experience that I have. And I know that I could be so much more.
Let me summarize. So what you said is feminism lied to you. Work is bullshit. So you quit.
Absolutely.
So you quit.
Yep.
So you quit and you went home to become a domestic engineer.
Yes.
And now you're learning how to cook, right? You're taking care of the house.
I am.
So when you finally do get that man, you could be like, look, you go out there, you work, and I'll take care of here because I've been doing it already.
Yeah.
And I'll pay my bills. But you're going to have some steak and potatoes when he comes home, right?
Yep.
How
do you like it? Medium or medium well? How do you want it?
Because I am not trying to be in traffic. I am not trying to commute to work.
Oh my gosh, I want none of that.
Crappy people.
None of it. Oh, people are the worst.
Yo, people are the worst. Yeah, I know because I've been on both sides of that argument.
Oh man.
I've gotten the phone call and I also made the phone call. I'm like, oh God, people are the worst. We're so entitled.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? It's getting worse because like we see the power in that as the customer because like everything's about the customer. That's like the first rule of business. Your customer is right. Oh my God.
You know what though? But I'm gonna tell everybody out there, though it sucks, you gotta learn sales.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you're trying to sell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's about who you are. You're a product, and you're trying to sell it to, be it dating, be it the job, be it friendship, be it mentorship, whatever it may be. You're something special. Each individual, we're all something special, and we gotta sell that. So we got to learn sales, and we got to learn this quickly because we have a YouTube channel where we're providing content, but we got to understand, how do we market this? How do we sell this? How do we sell this to people who wants to hear what we got to say?
Well, but that's my job in this.
I
have the background in sales. I have the background in marketing.
Yeah, I'm the finance. I'm the financier. I'm the one that puts the money down.
Yes, you're gonna be filing our taxes year after year.
Oh my God, I'm the CFO. Don't say that. You're gonna get me locked up.
Oh man.
You owe back taxes.
No, you know what? You have to earn that title.
Oh yeah.
Right now you're an intern. Right now you're an intern.
Oh.
You're an unpaid intern.
Talking about interns. Yo, if anybody's out there an intern, I commend you. You're doing the right thing. But let me take a step back because here's the thing. A lot of people's pushing college. Mm-hmm. And all I hear on the TV is, oh, please forgive my college debt. I was the knucklehead who decided to rack this up by getting a useless bachelor's degree, racking up $100K in debt, maybe getting 2 degrees. I don't even know why people are doing that. But anyway, let me digress. Getting all this debt, please, help me because I'm only making $50K a year. However,
you know what I heard the other day? Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was gonna say my thought is this: instead of going to college, why not after high school start looking to be an intern? Go out there and start learning some skills from a company. Mm-hmm. Something that will actually pay you in a year's time or 2 years' time without that debt. Mm-hmm. Why are you trying to get yourself upside down before you even get yourself, somewhere in life? Yo, stop racking up this college debt. College is a scam.
I think we could take a step further.
Mm-hmm. Hit it. Go. Right. Let me hear what you got to say.
Because, so I was having this conversation with my kids the other day.
Okay.
And I asked them, I was like, if at the age of 16, you were driving a Lamborghini or whatever your, dream car is.
Okay.
Do you think I would tell you to go to college?
Ooh.
And they were like, what? How can I do that? How can I do that? I was like, well, how old do you have to be to drive?
Uh-huh. 16.
They were like, 16. I was like, cool. I was like, how old do you have to be to get a job? They didn't know. I told them, 14, 15, but at that age, like your school has to give the okay.
Technically 13 if you're streaming on Twitch.
So that was my next question. I was like, how old do you have to be to create an account on one of these social media platforms?
And be a content provider.
Yep. You only have to be 13.
Nope.
I told them if they start a business at the age of 13,
yep.
By the time they're 16, they have been doing it for 3 years. I was like, why in the hell would I tell them waste money on college?
Yo, my kids right now, if you ask them, yo, what age daddy's going to kick you out? They'll all say 18.
There you go.
Are you going to college? They'll all say no.
Okay.
And they'll be like, okay, what are you going to do? They all say robotics. I'm like, yo, build me a robot. When are you guys going to build me a robot?
The thing is, like in the past, what we were told, like, you had your family business and the expectation was that you would take over the family business.
Right. But that's not, no, we're in the modern age. We're in the connected age. We're in the age of the internet. In the age of the internet, you got to have an internet business.
Yes.
And the most logical business is to be yourself in front of a camera and sell your content. Sell your message. It's exactly what I said earlier. It's about who you are. You are unique. Be yourself and sell it. Mm-hmm. And then we are in the age of where you post yourself in front of the camera, and either you're teaching something or you're entertaining, or you get both. But however, you're selling yourself.
Yes. And then I broke it down even further with them. I told them, I was like, hey, so you have this social media platform. You're putting yourself out there, which is creating content. I was like, so you have viewers. I was like, how are you making money? They were like, oh, YouTube's going to pay me. I was like, oh, but YouTube could pull your videos.
Yes.
I was like, YouTube could tell you, oh, we don't like your stuff. We're not going to let the ads run on your stuff.
They'll demonetize.
So I asked them again. I was like, how are you going to make money? And my son, my oldest, he was like, I'm going to sell merch. I was like, hell yeah, you're going to sell merch. Yes. I was like, and then I had a towel because I had just done laundry. I was like, let's look at this right here. I was like, this towel right here, you bought it for $5. I was like, you turned around and you sold it for, and my daughter was like, $20. I was like, yeah, $20. I was like, how much money did you make? And they did the math. They figured out how much money they would make. Mm-hmm. And then I asked them, I was like, what do you call that? Mm-hmm. They were like, I was like, that's called upselling.
Ooh, oh God, I love it.
I'm throwing these terms at them because at the age of 18, my child has to go out there. I heard this online the other day, and this was so powerful. If my child at the age of 18 has to go out and beg for a job, then I have financially failed my child.
Yes.
Because you don't need to go out and ask for somebody to give you the opportunity to prove yourself.
Let me tell you. Let me take it a step higher. Let me take it a step higher because I'm vibing. I'm vibing through the internet with what I'm picking up what you're spitting down. I'm vibing. But let me take it one step higher. If your child at 18 is getting in debt is slavery.
It is.
Barter,
it's modern day slavery.
Yo, yes, it is. And debt is the shoot. I'm gonna butcher this whole terminology, but there was something with this whole crisis. People are talking about buy gold. Yeah. And they were like, yo, gold is the currency of kings, right? Mm-hmm. Then they were saying something else. Goods is like the currency of the middle class, right? Mm-hmm. And then they were like, bartering is the currency for the poor, right? Mm-hmm. And then debt is the currency of slaves. Mm. Let that sink in, right?
Right.
Kings, currency, gold. Debt, currency, slaves.
Wow.
So let that sink in. So if you can't afford to go to college, don't do it.
I also told my kids, I was like, say you're living this grand life. You have all the money you could think of. You're building your own home. Like you just have a surplus of money. I told them, at what age do you think you should go to college?
Right.
I told them, I was like, maybe you're 27 and you decide, you know what? You want to learn more about this said topic. You can go to college then.
Yes.
I'm not telling them, don't go to college. College is bad. I'm telling them to think outside the box and make college work for you.
Yes.
Take that step when you're ready for it. Not because people are telling you, oh, this is the expectation. This is the road you're supposed to take.
Yo, you had me at think outside the box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but 99% of people are going with the programming.
Yes.
As long as you think outside the box, you're going to succeed. You're going to make it because you keep thinking, above everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out here is in the ocean, the middle of the ocean. They're trying to tread water, just trying to survive, right? Keeping their head up, trying to breathe, right? Yeah, you're over here doing backlaps. You're swimming over here.
There you go.
You're floating, you're swimming, you're having a good time. Why? Because you're thinking outside the box. And thinking outside the box is how, Mark Zuckerberg made Facebook, right? That's how, Bill Gates, made Microsoft. That's how Steve Jobs freaking did freaking Apple. Think outside the box. And saying Apple's whole tagline is think differently.
There you go.
That's Apple.
Yeah.
Yo, think about that. Think differently. When 99% of the people are going left, my homie, go right.
Go right. Take that
chance.
You
take the path
success.
that hasn't been walked on.
The
and
path less chosen.
Yes, I guaranteed you're gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
And not only are you going to be able to...
really powerful quotes that a few years ago got really big, and they had like the big black posters that had like a photo and then a quote below it.
Yeah, with the cat hanging? Hanging in there?
All those random quotes and stuff.
Yeah.
Those quotes come from somewhere.
Exactly.
That is knowledge that somebody has acquired and they chose to share that.
Yes. And I'm telling you, you gotta get in, you gotta find your zone, whatever your zone may be. Don't break it for anybody and figure out how you market that, how you capitalize that, how do you put dollar signs. And when you figure out the dollar signs, everything else will just come in play. It'll be like dominoes. You know why? Because you're happy.
Yes.
You're doing what you were meant to do.
Yes.
And look, not to get all spiritual and get all into another plane, but we all have soul contracts that we signed when we decided to come onto this place, right? We're living in our bodies, right? We're just avatars living this game of life, right? What is it that you're supposed to do? What is your soul contract? And whatever your calling is, yo, don't break that for nobody. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Money will come.
There was a really early study of people with ADHD. So before ADHD was the term, there was this little girl whose mom took her to, the psychiatrist or psych, whatever you take them to. And, she was telling him she's horrible at school. She's failing. She can't stay still. She this, she that. So the doctor, after a few visits was like, hey, step outside the room with me. And before stepping outside the room, he turned on the radio and left the little girl in the room. As soon as the door closed, the little girl started to dance. And he told the mom, he was like, look, she's not, failing. There's nothing wrong with your daughter. Your daughter is a dancer. That's her calling. That's what she has inside of her.
Right.
So, long story short, mom put her into a dance school. She went on to be this huge thing. But that was her calling.
Yo,
from a young age, she had that passion.
Yo, let me simplify that. She was moving to a different beat.
Yeah.
Literally,
yeah.
She was moving to a different beat.
Yeah.
She wasn't in tune with your beat.
Rather
she was on her beat.
Kids, you have to fit into the box. You have to follow this path. No. Let's teach our kids how to focus on what makes them happy. How to focus on their strengths. How to recognize their strengths. How to think broadly and say, hey, what are all the possibilities with these strengths that I have?
Yes. What is your strength? What is your weakness? And let's make your strength stronger. And let's calm your weaknesses. Let's fix your weaknesses. Let's do that. Because that's what life is. And I'm glad. It's funny because we're going on our rant. And I love it that we title every episode Rants because we're passionate about this stuff.
Yep.
But going back to the topic, social media. Social media right now is the most, look, it has its negativity, it has its positives. But right now, the key thing about it is that it's connecting all of us. And how do you capitalize on that?
Yes. So right now, the biggest app that I'm into is it's called Rizal.
Yes. Talk about it.
And I love this app.
Why?
Like I feel like this app was
break me down. Let's
designed
go.
for me.
Oh, I should jump on it.
So this app, it's similar to TikTok in that, you know, you have to record like on the spot. It's short videos where you're just like, you know, doing whatever your videos are about.
Right.
So what's unique about it is to reply to somebody, you don't put a comment. You hit respond and you record yourself. You make a short video responding to that person.
Okay.
So it's more of that like interaction, more of a like back and forth, you know, just saying what's on your mind than like, oh, typing a comment. You know, like a comment, you can't really see like, you know, like a text message, for example, like sometimes it could be misread. You know, maybe it's in all caps and they were really excited and you think they're angry. With this app, you're actually showing your personality.
Right.
You're putting yourself out.
You're connecting. You're actually connecting one-on-one with people.
Yes, in a way that I don't think we've really seen before.
Now I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna use my Ray Nostradamus over here, and I'm gonna predict some futures for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now that your first check is not gonna come from YouTube. It's not gonna come from any social media app.
Okay.
It's gonna come from a marketer. And it's because you have legitimately became an influencer. And I have the feeling that your view count and your subscribers is going to come from the app you're in right now.
I like it.
And people are going to come to you and say, hey, can you advertise this? Can you advertise that for us?
Yeah. What's crazy is so the other day I posted something and, you know, one of my first responses was from a woman named April.
Okay.
And like getting that first response was like, wow, like somebody's like responding to the content I put out there.
It justified, right? No,
it feels good.
It didn't justify it. It actually, it made this all legit.
Yes, it validated it.
It validated it, yes. It made you feel like you were on the right path and what you were saying, it resonated with somebody.
Yes.
Like it rang some bells and you're on the right path.
Right.
So keep going.
So in her video responding to me, she was like, oh, she's like, I go more into this on my channel if you want to check it out. So I checked out her channel. It turns out, you know, she makes t-shirts, inspirational t-shirts.
Oh, nice. She already got, I'm telling you, man. Gotta think outside the box.
So I went onto her website. I checked it out. One really like resonated with me and I bought it. And when it came in, I made a video. I tagged her. I was like, I'm so excited. I just got a package. And like, I did like a quick shout out. Like I created content for her.
Right.
You know, it was a testimony. So she responded back to that. She said, you know, I haven't had a sale in over a year.
Oh, shit.
Over a year. She said, I haven't been focusing on it. Like it was an old video she posted, like over a year. She was like, who the hell, you know, purchased this? And like, it was reviving to her. Like, wow, let me, you know, continue to create this because everything that she set out to do when she made those t-shirts, I turned around and showed her, you know, that she is making a difference.
Yes. Yes.
So you're like, oh, you know, I'm going to be paid as like a promoter. Like I could see that.
Yo, and you know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that going back to the whole different vibrations and the different energy. So you got your negative energy, you got your positive energy. And it's easy to be in the negative energy, but the most rewarding is the positive energy.
It absolutely is.
And look at what we're doing right now. We're having a conversation remotely in the middle of a massive worldwide quarantine.
Yes.
Call it for what it is. But you know what's the thing that motivates me? Like I'm not out here, I'm not terrified. I can't be. I got kids. So I can't be here worrying about what's going to happen. I take life day by day. But you know what motivates me the most is the positive news that I'm hearing out here.
Yes.
The positive news that I got the other day. Did you see the photo of the people that were on the plane flying from Atlanta to New York to help out New York?
No, I didn't.
Yo, that was
like volunteers.
Yeah, volunteers on the plane. They're all nurses and doctors just flying on the plane. That's the only people on the plane right now.
That's
because all the flights are
amazing.
empty, and they're flying from Atlanta to New
You
York.
know what I did see? I saw the plane land. It was a plane full of doctors from Cuba going to Italy.
Yes.
The hell.
Yes.
And
that motivates me because that lets me believe in humanity.
Yes.
And that when we have hard times, it happened 9/11, it's happening now. People come together.
We do.
People come together, and you got to understand that there's still positivity. And there's still ways for us to connect to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all we are. We're just energy. And when you put out those good vibes, people are going to feel that. People are going to gravitate to that. People are going to want that in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, the constant you do that, you're going to be on your stride. You're going to be on your flow. You're going to be in the zone.
Yeah.
And more people are going to gravitate towards you.
Yes. And all it is being authentically you. Just be who you are inside.
Yes.
Don't worry about everything else. Just be who you are.
Mm-hmm. Preach. Go ahead, preach. I'm gonna let you go. Go. You got the mic. Go ahead.
Oh man, that's all I had.
I was ready for you. Yeah, I was ready for more. I thought you were gonna hit me with it. Motivate me. Yo, so I was really thinking. I've been thinking about doing a spinoff.
Okay.
Doing like the whole rivalry, but I don't know what I want to do because what I really want to do is I want to do a channel of like Ray rants.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me go online every day and just rant about whatever I want to rant about.
Yo, I think you should. I think you should take a look at Rizal.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what else Rizal does that just blew my mind? So within your app, you go to your homepage and there's these 3 boxes, and the first one shows your daily posts, your weekly streak, and your monthly streak.
Okay.
And they give you goals. So they're your goal per day is 2 videos.
Okay.
Your goal per week is 10 videos. Your goal per month is 30 videos.
And that's how I got you started, right?
Yes. And they track you. They track you and it pops up and it's way to go. You're on a 5-day streak. Ooh, fire.
So let me ask you this. How are you cross promoting?
I'm sorry?
How are you cross promoting?
So I will jump onto Rizal if I'm about to go live on a different platform, and I'll just say, hey guys, I'm going live. I'm going to be talking about XYZ, tune in. I'd love to hear your comments, yada, yada.
Yes.
Every time somebody responds to me, I respond back.
Good.
I want to make that. It's a networking opportunity. I want to connect with people. I mean, that it's just in my personality. I love that. Right now, this quarantine is killing me.
Yes, but know what? That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Yo, that app right now, because me right now, I'm in my element. This quarantine is my element.
You're an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an extrovert.
Yo, I'm on holiday right now. I am loving life.
Oh my God, I'm finding myself staring out the window like mom.
No, I'm loving life. I'm I can get back in bed right now. Yo, this is heaven for me. However, we're all humans. Mm-hmm. And I am missing that human interaction,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like this app would let me connect with, other people. And I should just start talking and blah, blah, blah. Because you know what?
Just rant on it.
I do. I want to rant. And in my rant, I know my rant's always going to be because my special powers is that I'm always optimistic. No matter what. I could be falling into hell and I'm going to be optimistic about it. That's going to be me. I'm going to figure out, you know what? I could get a nice little tan coming in this hot fire. I will always figure out the silver linings and everything.
Yes.
That's the way I am. Because that's
such a unique characteristic and it's so important. Oh man, that's an awesome characteristic to have because you always have that sense of hope.
I do.
Everybody wants a sense of hope and you just naturally have it. You're just ooh.
Yeah, but you gotta also earn it too. You gotta also, you gotta fight. You gotta make that positivity be rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Because if not, then you're just gonna be what's the point?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. I have my, my bouts of defeat, right? I have my down times, but I also got to pick myself back up.
Yes.
And be like, yo, this is not right. I don't like being in this low vibration. I got to be positive. But then
you have to persevere.
Yes, you got to push through.
Yeah.
You definitely got to push through, and you got to ask yourself, what's the point of it all? Mm-hmm. Like, why am I here? Why am I living this life? I'm living this life so I could do whatever I want, right? I'm living this life.
Even if, as our listeners, even if you don't know why you're here, damn sure what you're not here to do.
Exactly. Oh, go ahead and preach. What are you not here to do?
Gosh, man, you are not here to constantly, try and push yourself and prove yourself at a dead-end job. Mm-hmm. There's no reward in that. Mm-hmm. You're not reaching your full potential in, trying to get somebody else to see your potential. Ooh. You have to be a go-getter. You have to choose what you want and go for it.
Yeah, you're definitely not here to be working all your life.
No. It's like I said previously, like in the past, like the expectation was you would take over the family business. Mm-hmm. Now the expectation is, you'll just go work for a big company. No.
Let me throw something out there though. Like a lot of people get it twisted. You're here, right? You got to go to work so you can live.
Yes.
You're not living to work.
I like that one.
A lot of people got that shit twisted. Yes. Like, get your mind right.
You have to work to live, not live to work.
Talking about social media, I was on Facebook the other day, mm-hmm. and it was one of my female friends who was posting, ladies, post what age you were out here working. And people were saying, I was working at 13, I was working at 12, all these ages, and I had to crash in there, and I was like, ladies. You doing this all wrong. I was like, working sucks.
Yes,
I was like, working sucks. I was like, please tell me. Let's make this post about your best vacations, mm-hmm. Your passions, your hobbies. You're like, talk about anything else but work. And that we've been programmed in a society where it used to be, one would go to work, one would stay home. Mm-hmm. Both of us are working now.
Yeah.
He programmed us to believe that both of us need to work.
Yes.
And all we're doing is work.
And I mean, for those ladies who are out there, I'm one of them who have just been working all their lives. Like, damn well you would not mind being able to pull back and just enjoy your family. Enjoy being, the woman of the house. You know what? I could put on my music and I could clean for hours. No problem. Like, just leave me alone. I'll be fine. I'll clean the house. I'll vacuum. Like, I think the vacuum is like my favorite tool in my house, Like, I could put on my music and cook.
Because I know why you like the vacuum. I know why you like the vacuum, because it's like driving a car.
No, it's my dance partner.
Because you danced it. You spin it and everything. That's hilarious.
No, seriously. I do think it's my little race car.
No, seriously. For every lady who's living out there who says, I don't need no man. Mm-hmm. And you think that's like
this is true. Of honor. You do not need a man.
No. Listen. Hold up. You interrupted. You think you're wearing this as a badge of honor? Well, let me newsflash.
You're tired.
Go ahead and work until you're 75 years old. Go ahead. Think about that. Whatever age you are right now, think about that. Work till you're 75 years old. You want to do that? Go ahead. You don't need no man. Go ahead. That's what society got for you.
You know what? I understand where I understand how we got here. Because if you can't rely on someone else, you do have to step up and, assume that role. Mm-hmm. But I think you should also be prepared and be looking to fulfill that role. What's wrong with being the woman of the house? What's wrong with being a mom?
Preach.
Why can't I spend all my time, with my children? Teaching my children what matters. Because
Your
damn sure what they're learning in school isn't like
it's
gonna
bullshit.
take them through life.
No, it's bullshit. They don't teach you how to open up a loan. They don't teach you about finances.
I asked my son, you know what, I have a lot of, really good conversations with my kids, and maybe I could do a spinoff with that. But like, I asked him, I was like, the stuff that I tell you when we have these talks, I was like, do you think anybody your age, knows this information, has heard this information?
Hell no.
Like,
because everybody's into the programming.
So here's what I told him. I was like, well, what if you turned around and created a course? He's like, what's a course? I was like, well, you're being a teacher. You're teaching. I was like, how about you create like a class and you teach this to kids in the world who are your age who give a damn to listen to this? Yes. I was like, I guarantee by 13, you're going to have that Lambo.
Preach. Not only that,
you have to plant those seeds.
I'll take it one step further. Mm-hmm. Put little man in front of the camera. Let him have a daily show on Twitch, just chatting, talking about concepts that lets people think outside the box.
Yeah.
Oh, I guarantee he's gonna have a following.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's a leader. Because he's not thinking like 99% of everybody else.
Yes.
He's not.
And people are drawn to that.
Social
They're
media. They're
naturally drawn to it because that's where they want to be too. I feel like this option wasn't really like sold to us when we were children. And I think our generation is kind of like where we failed.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Like you look at the generations before us, and I keep saying like, like they were about creating businesses and, family traditions and, taking over the family business. And it turned into, you should just go get a really good job where somebody else pays you to do their work.
Yo, I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, right? And it's a great analogy. Let me walk with me.
All right.
So I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, right?
Carl.
They got the big hordes of zombies.
Yes.
They're just all right. That's society. That's society. And then you got the one guy who's still alive, and he'll bang on something, right? He'll bang on something, right? And all the hordes will turn. They'll turn and start following.
The sound, yeah.
Because of the sound, right? Yo, be that sound.
Yes.
That's what society is. 99%
like
are zombies. Yo, we're all yo, be the sound.
We are. And I know our listeners are feeling it too.
Vibrate.
Like you look at life sometimes, and sometimes you're just like, yo, I'm going through the motions.
Yes. Don't be that zombie.
You're being a zombie. You're being a sheep.
Woo, you're being programmed.
Yes. You have to make that correlation so you can wake the hell up. Take control of this life.
Yo, don't go to college. Throw a big middle finger to college because you know what? The prices of colleges keep going up for a degree, but yet your salary stays the same.
Yes.
Yo, college back in the 90s used to be $30K for a $50K salary. That makes sense.
And you know what? You also need to look at what what field you're going into, because we still have, doctors. Doctors have to go to school. They have to learn that trade. But you don't want to go to college and get, I don't know, a degree you have no idea what to do with after you're done.
Gender studies is useless.
Yeah, what do you even do with that?
The only degree I can justifiably sit here and agree with if you're going to MIT. If you're going for some kind of technology or engineering, any kind of STEM program, I agree with that.
Yes.
But even with the medical field, I still think there's too much time and too much money wasted. I feel like there's a lot of stuff we can learn, like a lot of people could learn, because right now we have a shortage of nurses right now. We're in the middle of a crisis, and we got a shortage.
Yes.
Why? Because of the schooling barrier. And I'm looking at videos online on how to, like, stitch myself if I have to.
Yes.
Yo, I don't think this is complicated. I really don't think this is complicated. At least for, like, field triage and stuff like that. Like, basic nursing. Like, I think we could, like, kind of, I don't know. make the schooling, smaller for some of the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm
Well,
just
then
ranting.
there
I'm just
are there are
ranting.
there are like trade schools where you can go and you can get it's not an actual like college degree program, but you can get certified in nursing.
And that's that I would promote. I'll promote that
Yes.
100%. Anything you get certified, you're going for a trade school, and it's like 2 years. I totally put my stamp of approval behind
And
it.
those are definitely more affordable than a
Yes,
4-year degree.
because they're more practical.
Yes.
But all this
You don't
4
have all the added
years,
fluff.
all the 4 years Ivy League BS.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm sorry to tell you this, but when you go to those 4-year schools, those Ivy Leagues, it's about who you know. So if you're not in the right fraternity or paternity or whatever the crap that is, you're not in that right shit, you're not in that right shit, nobody's going to hire you. You're going to make $50K and you're going to have $100K a day.
It's very true.
That's stupid. Don't do
Very
that.
true.
Don't do that. If not, get out of high school, go to school for another 2 years, learn a trade, and make your money.
Mm-hmm.
Start making that money.
And you can always go to college later in life.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with going to college when you're ready for it. When you recognize that you're paying money to sit in that chair, you're going to put a hell of a lot more value on that class than if you're just there because, well, my mom told me I had to go to college.
Yo, quick summary of my story. I joined the military when I was 18. I got a job after the military. The only reason why I got a degree was because the military was going to pay for it. I went to online schooling. Why? Because I wanted a promotion. I wanted that bump in pay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was already getting paid when I decided to get that degree because I knew that degree would get me my promotion.
There you go.
Once I got that degree, it didn't matter what the school was. They don't look at what your school is. They wanted that check in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, people who are hiring for jobs just want that check in the box. They want to see that you had a degree. You can get that later. But to get that entry-level job, if you go as an intern, you go for 1 year and then you start getting paid the next year and whatever, then you get the degree through the company's assistance. You let the company pay for that shit.
Yeah, companies do offer that.
Yes. And then you get that degree and then you get that check in the box and then you get your promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I'm a firm believer that you should not be going to college unless you're like 30 years old. I don't know. That's how I believe. Yo, I believe differently, but that's the way I believe. Think outside the box. Think differently.
All the time. In everything. Every aspect of your life, man.
Yeah.
If you're sitting at home and you don't have no damn toilet paper, think outside the box.
Wash your ass.
Damn it, just jump in the shower.
I don't get that, yo. Yo, jump in the shower.
Use a washcloth, throw it in your washing machine. Like, come on, man.
I don't know if I want that on my washing machine.
I don't know. After I said that, I was like, ooh, not in my house,
no, thank you. No, I just jump in the shower because it goes down the drain.
Oh, man.
Yo, the shower drain is connected to the same drain as the toilet.
It sure is. All that water is
just
waste.
Wash your ass. That's it. Yo, why you out here spazzing about TP? Seriously. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Think outside the box. That's all I got to say, man. Think outside the box and capitalize, figure out how to use social media to your advantage.
Absolutely. And you can start on social media at the age of 13.
You can start now with a parent's consent.
This is very true. You know what? All my children have YouTube channels.
Damn straight.
They all do.
Damn
because
straight.
I don't want any of my kids to ever have to go out and deal with the workforce in the same way that I had to.
Exactly.
And you know what? That was a big part of me, leaving the workforce also. Your children are going to be who they see you are, not what you tell them to be.
Right. So you could tell them, oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. But you got to lead it by example.
Yes.
And they're watching you. They're studying you. They're seeing everything you do. And the way you made money is by going into a 9-to-5. Mm-hmm. They're going to do the same exact thing.
They're going to think that that's the norm. That's all they'll know.
You got to change up. You got to. I mean, that's the day and age we're living in. We're in the modern, digital age. As long as everything holds tight, we don't lose the internet or lose power because of, what's going on right now. We're in the digital age. we're connected. And you got to
Yes.
understand, utilize social media for so much things. Advertise yourself, sell yourself, you know, think outside the box. You know,
And like I was
make
saying
your
before,
channel.
you know, start where you are. If you see that you're gravitating towards a certain platform, a certain, you know, like say you like IG or say you're always constantly on Facebook, start there because you know the app. You know what catches your attention. You know what people are looking for.
Yes. And every YouTuber out there has at least 5 revenue streams. Think about that. They got YouTube. They got the advertisers because they all have, you know, embedded advertisement. They have their, you know, their merchandise.
Their merchandise.
A
lot of them are creating and selling courses.
Courses, yes. They got their Patreon. They got whatever it may be. So put yourself out there. Do not hold yourself back. It's your mindset that's holding you back. It's your fear. Yes. Break out of that negative energy and just say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. And just do it. And then figure out the rest later on. I guarantee you're going to succeed because 99% of the people are just doing what they've been programmed to do. They're zombies.
Yeah. If you want to stick with the programming, you can take it right from, you know, Queen Elsa and Anna from Frozen 2. Just focus on the next step. What's the next right step? Start where you are. Before you know it, all your dreams are going to be your reality. You know, that t-shirt I bought from the person I connected with on Rizal?
Right.
What says on it is I'm going to grab it. My life. It's like
Here we go. She got to grab it. I gotta reach it. Go ahead. Do it right. You got to do it right.
All right.
If you don't do it right, you're going to butcher it. So go ahead and grab it. And I want to hear it. Spit these lyrics to me. Please spit it to me because I want to hear it. You got to do it right. Because you're not going to do it justice if you don't do it right. My
dreams are my reality.
Ooh.
I like that there.
Yo, I've been taking it to the spiritual realm. I've been studying on how to get lucid dreams so you can control your dreams more.
Yes.
Because I'm a firm believer about what you dream, you know, what you dream about is your reality, you know? So the more you dream and the more you live, you know, the more you live in what you want, the more, you know, you attract it.
Right.
So a big thing that I'm like a firm believer in is meditation. It's not just the breathing, it's also visualizing what you want in life.
Okay.
Let your mind wander with whatever you're dealing with and go through the resolutions.
Yes.
Go through, visualize what it is that you want.
Hey, you know what brought that to me? What brought that piece to me is practicing yoga.
Yes.
And yoga is for everyone. It doesn't matter like your shape, your size. No. It doesn't matter. It's your practice.
Do you know, ironically, the #1 physical activity that everybody's doing on Zoom right now is yoga?
Get the hell out of here.
Everybody's connecting. Yoga channels.
Yo, I got to jump on that.
Yes, you got to find one and get on that Zoom.
Yes.
Hit your background with that beach background.
There we go.
Yo, but seriously, I know, like we spit some truths. We try to, you know, we go hard sometimes, but literally, look, we got nothing but love for our listeners. You guys are listening. You guys are tuning in. You're vibing with us. We got nothing but love for you. And we want you to make, you know, we want you to succeed. We want you to be big. Yeah. We want you guys to blow up.
I want your dreams to be your reality.
Yeah, so live your dreams. The only thing that's holding you back is you.
You. Guys, that concludes another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay positive. You can do anything.
You can do it.
We believe in you. Before you believe in yourself, we believe in you.
Be like Nike. Just do it. Just do it.